Well, the drama is starting to heat up with Cristiano Ronaldo and Manchester United more than a month into the end of the transfer window. Ronaldo, of course, unhappy at United and wants to leave for the Champions League. The 37-year-old has arrived at Carrington after missing United's preseason tour for personal issues there because now he's back in the fold. However, reports now linking Ronaldo to Atletico Madrid as a possible landing spot. Club president Enrique Cerezo there reacting to those comments about a potential move for Ronaldo. Maybe on the fence about it, stating, quote, "I don't know who invented this story about Cristiano Ronaldo to Atletico Madrid. It's definitely not true. It's practically impossible for him to come to Atletico de Madrid." Well, this is fun. I get a chance to kick it with the soccer crew this AM. Thomas Rongen in the flesh. And then, of course, Mr. International, Luis Miguel Echegaray. I'm curious, LME, where are you today?
BB, good to have you. TR, what's up, my man? Listen, I know that my background is very boring right now, but I'm in sunny Mallorca, and I'll be in Barcelona for the rest of August from next week. But good to have you. Welcome to the soccer world. I love it when BB comes and takes some football. No offense, Tommy Tran, but BB coming in, it makes me feel good, man.
I try a little bit. We'll get back to that background in a second, but TR, I'll start with you. Of course, a lot of clubs putting their hand in the pot there when it comes to Ronaldo. Of course, we see it behind me, the wall. He's at Man U. Yep. Let's change the wall of possible options of where he could land in your eyes.
Well, I mean, sprechen Sie Deutsch, Ronaldo? I think that Bayern would be ideal. I mean, they get obviously a high-profile vacancy. You know, Lewandowski left to Barcelona, which is 40-plus goals. Yes, Mane is there, but not a true number 9. I think a Ronaldo in that system could do very well. I know Oliver Kahn has said, you know what, we're not so sure about Ronaldo. Hey, you got a 5-time Ballon d'Or winner, my man. 140 goals, leading in the Champions League, by the way. Extremely fit for a year or two. He can get you over the hump, and over the hump means winning the Bundesliga and winning the Champions League. So, Nagelsmann, bitte take Mr. Ronaldo.
Bayern Munich, of course, on the table there. Outside of that, could we see another team option there? Let's change that wall again. Chelsea.
Yeah, I know that Tuchel has said, probably not. But that was 2 weeks ago. They got hammered, Brenda, by the way, in the U.S. by Arsenal, 0-4. And Tuchel came out and said, we need goals. You know, Lukaku is gone, so talking about a true number 9. There's a need for that. But I think the pressure is really on Todd Bowley right now, the new owner, who've taken over in terms of the technical department and the transfers for Chelsea and hasn't fared well. So if he can bring in an iconic player like Ronaldo with a mentality that will raise this whole team up, then Chelsea could potentially, you know, again, vie for the title in the EPL and go deeper this year maybe in the Champions League.
So we got Bayern Munich and Chelsea there. Do we have one more last chance?
Serie A, Napoli. And by the way, 30 years ago, or maybe more than 40 years ago, they signed Diego Maradona. They won 2 Serie A titles, the Scudetto twice. The last one in 1990, Brendan, which means Napoli, who's shown interest. Spalletti, their coach, has said, I need a replacement for Insigne, who, by the way, went to Toronto FC, went to MLS at 29 or 30. I think Ronaldo would be a perfect fit for Napoli. By the way, all 3 teams play in the Champions League. That's what Ronaldo wants.
So we got 4 on the table, of course, including Man U if he does return. LME, I'm throwing it to you. Where should he play next if we're looking at it for CR7?
I just want to say something. I'm getting very tired about how all this narrative is always about what Cristiano Ronaldo wants. It's been the narrative of his entire career. He wanted to leave for Manchester United from Sporting. He wanted to leave Manchester United for Real Madrid. He wanted to leave Real Madrid for Juventus. Last year, he wanted to leave Juventus back to Manchester United, and now he wants to leave. He always dictates what he wants. It's a very NBA project. You know, Kevin Durant, I feel, relates a lot to what Cristiano Ronaldo is going through right now. And there's nothing wrong with that. We are talking about one of the greatest players in the game ever, right? So I understand his selfishness, his need to play Champions League, especially because now that he's 37, he wants to end his career, at least in Europe, on a high. Here's the problem, BB and TR, and all those clubs that you just mentioned. There's a thread there. None of them really want them, maybe less so Napoli, but definitely Chelsea and Bayern Munich, because the game of today dictates the philosophy of the club, not Ronaldo. And Kahn has said it, Thomas Tuchel has said it. Things could change, right? But we're talking about a player that usually is used to getting his own way with his agent, Jorge Mendes. That kind of culture and environment in the game is fading away. And at 37 years old, his options are running out. So to me, I'm seeing what Erik ten Hag is doing for Manchester United, and I'm very impressed. I haven't done our predictions yet for the Premier League, but I'm really optimistic about them maybe getting top 4. And one of the reasons is because Ten Hag is promoting, celebrating, nurturing, developing this optimistic collective unity Manchester United, right? Jadon Sancho, Anthony Martial is getting a renaissance. Marcus Rashford as well, Bruno Fernandes. We got Christian Eriksen in there. You don't need Ronaldo. So why don't you do this? Put him out on loan for a year. He wants Champions League, right? And send him out. One of those choices that TR said. Maybe even Atletico de Madrid. Maybe you do a swap with Griezmann. I don't know. All I know is this, BB and TR. I'm tired of Ronaldo driving the narrative. How about club first? Which is literally what he said when he returned to Manchester United.
I thought I was actually talking to CR7 because I felt the energy. Like I was going to give you the hair and the abs,
right,
but you already embodied that a little bit there. You know, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. But realistically, TR, where does he end up once everything is kind of the smoke is cleared and it's all hashed out?
I think he will end up at Man United for several reasons. The most important is Ten Hag, who from day one have said, I want to work with Ronaldo. I can work with Ronaldo. I want to integrate Ronaldo in this team. And by the way, yeah, Martial's played well as a 9, but Ronaldo's still 20+ goals in all competitions. If it wasn't for him, they would have been in 10th position. So Erik ten Hag, who by the way is a stubborn Dutchman, just like me, did it with Tadic as a number 9, did it with Haller as a number 9, 2 very similar players, by the way, to Mr. Ronaldo, who doesn't always press, but is lethal in the 18-yard box. I think he'll stay. I think he'll flourish underneath Erik ten Hag.
Yeah, I think he'll stay too. The only way that I can see anything changing is if that offer comes in. Maybe he goes out on loan somewhere and then gets Champions League football and then he comes back to United. Listen, why don't you follow Luis Suarez? He went back to Nacional, the club where it all started for him. Why don't you go back to Sporting, Cristiano Ronaldo? They're in the Champions League. They're in a league that's going to love you. You're in your country. It's just a no-brainer to me. If you want Champions League, go back to Portugal and see what you can do. I don't think you should stay United, but I agree with TR. I think.
All right, LME, I got to let you go. But before we go real quickly, can you actually show us Mallorca? Just
Yeah. Give us.
Because I'm feeling like one-bedroom apartment in New York right now.
Could be at a library in downtown Manhattan, and I'm not. I'm in Mallorca. Look, check it out, baby.
There we go.
Oh, here we go.
Open the door a little bit. Open the door a little bit. Give us the full view. Some of us haven't been there. Thank you.
Okay. Hashtag jealous. Where's Rafa Nadal?
See you.
The only way we can end this segment, LME, TR, appreciate as always the Soccer Twins breaking it down here. Don't forget the conversation continues on the Kay Galazzo podcast. LME and the crew making sense of Barcelona's finances. Will Laporta's plan backfire? Also, Cristiano Ronaldo, if he does join Atletico Madrid, where does that rank in the biggest betrayals in history? Download and give the guys a follow.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.